Much to learn, you still have.
Yes, Master.
Hey guys, welcome back. You might notice things look a little bit different today. Well, that's because today I'm here to talk about the best music in Star Wars, and I'm going to be doing one of my top 10 countdowns. The ranking of these is based on how identifiable they are, the uniqueness, the sound, the rhythm, and how well it fits the mood that it was written for. Starting at number 10. Number 10 is The Asteroid Field from The Empire Strikes Back. Now, this makes the top 10 because it's both iconic and it fits the mood so well, especially the as the Millennium Falcon is weaving its way through the asteroids, and then as it's going between two asteroids and one of them just misses it. That's why the asteroid field makes the top 10 list. Number 9, I'm sure you will all recognize as well. This makes the list of the top 10 because it's beautiful, it's romantic, and it's also got a very strong hint of tragedy in there. That being said, I think it is the most beautiful song to come out of the prequel trilogy. Number 8, I know you all know. Rey's theme from Star Wars Episode 7 and Star Wars Episode 8. This one makes the top 10 list because it's got a hint of adventure, but still wistfulness in the fact that she hasn't had a family. And it's a very, very beautiful piece. So far, the best one to come out of the sequel trilogy. And in fact, the reason John Williams wanted to come back and do episodes 8 and 9 is because he's gotten so attached to Rey and her theme, he doesn't want anyone else messing with it. Now, number 7. Again, far from perfect, but the TIE Fighter attack from Episode 4, A New Hope. This is one of the most recognizable scores from Star Wars, as you saw in the Family Guy special, which I didn't really care for, but Peter Griffin was going dun 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 when you're in the fighter bays. It's been brought back twice in subsequent Star Wars movies. Once during the Battle of Endor in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and again in Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Again, when they're in the gunning compartment, or it's sort of an exciting point, it's a good time to bring back the TIE Fighter attack track. That's a tongue twister, sorry guys. And that's what puts it number 7 on the list. And now, number 6 is another one I'm sure you'll recognize. Duel of the Fates from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. While The Phantom Menace continues to get mixed reviews to this day, I think everyone can agree that the music from the movie was absolutely brilliant, and one of the hallmark pieces of Episode 1 is Duel of the Fates. With the Sanskrit vocals and the frantic pace, it's an epic piece of music that continues to be played and overplayed almost 20 years after the release of The Phantom Menace. Which is why it's number 6 on this list. Alright, number 5, I can't guarantee if I can play it or not, but I'm going to do my best. Best I can do. That was supposed to be the forest battle from Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This makes the list because it's a great piece of action music, especially near the end where it's some every time I hear that piece of music, it revs me up, it gets me excited and pumped, and it's actually a really good piece of workout music, so that's why the Forest Battle takes the number 5 spot in the list of Star Wars music. Now, number 4, now this one I know you'll all recognize. Princess Leia's theme from Episode 4. This has become even more recognizable and iconic to both the character of Princess Leia and the actress Carrie Fisher ever since Carrie Fisher passed away in 2016. I know I miss her, and it's very hard for me now not to cry when I hear Princess Leia's theme, and that's why it takes the number 4 spot of most iconic Star Wars music. Now, number 3 I know is something you all know. From Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This is one of the best villains themes of all time. It's dark and brooding, but sort of but it's still got that old-fashioned villains theme undertone to it. There's not really much more I can say about it, except even though I am firmly rooted in the light side of the Force, I can't help but admire the Imperial March, which is why it takes the number 3 spot on this list. Now, number 2. The Star Wars main theme is one of the most recognizable movie themes in history. And you play that, everyone immediately knows what it's from, even if they haven't seen Star Wars all the way through. So that's why it takes the number 2 spot on the list of best Star Wars music. And now, finally, for the number 1 spot, Binary Sunset, also known as Luke Skywalker's theme, which has now become the Force theme. Anytime the Force is used in a meaningful way in Star Wars, this pops up. This takes the number 1 spot as the best musical track of all time for Star Wars, not only because it's iconic, it's simple, it's been around since the beginning, but it has also shown up in movies where John Williams has not composed the soundtrack. It's shown up in the Shadows of the Empire soundtrack, which was done by Joel McNeely, and it has shown up, even in a small way, in the Rogue One soundtrack, which was composed by someone whose name I completely forgot because my head is buzzing. Ah! The Force theme takes the #1 spot, at least in my opinion, for the most iconic, the best piece of Star Wars music of all time. So there you have it, guys. That's been the Clumsy Jedi's countdown of the top 10 musical tracks in Star Wars. So for the question of the day, what do you think of my list? Do you agree, disagree? Would you put something else in the #1 spot? Would you put something else in the #10 spot? Go ahead and post a comment below. But that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more G-rated Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button below. But until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Bye, guys.